We are officially at the halfway point of the year, which makes this a perfect time to pop the hood on the economy and see what is really driving the engine. This is Jonathan Kirstein with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and Tech Vibe. And let's be honest, for entrepreneurs, business builders, and tech leaders, the economy can feel like a dashboard full of blinking lights. Just think about it. Inflation, interest rates, consumer spending, AI investment, hiring, global uncertainty, the list goes on, and every one of these indicators can change how you plan, hire, invest, and grow. That is why today's 10-minute Tech Talks features insights from Olu Omondunbi, the chief economist for Huntington Private Bank. Olu recently broke down the national economic picture at the Huntington Bank Economic Outlook and Market Overview, and his message is one entrepreneurs really need to pay attention to. Despite the uncertainty, the U.S. economy continues to show resilience. Olu's presentation was centered around three main things: wins, worries, and wild cards, and he gave us kind of five big national takeaways. In the wins column, he looked at everything around consumer resilience, productivity gains, and business investment. For worries, of course, it's got to be inflation, interest rate policy, and consumer spending outpacing income right now. And the wild cards, of course, the global conflict and energy prices and the geopolitical disruption around all of that. Well, let's jump into really the five big national takeaways and how you can use this to guide your business. First and foremost, as we mentioned here, Olu says the economy is still growing. He reports out the first quarter GDP growth was at 1.6%. And that is below the historical average, but still represents continued expansion. Olu expects overall economic growth of roughly 2 to 2.5% in 2026. My key takeaway here is the economy is not roaring, but it is not stalling either, all right? Number 2 on the list here, AI investment is becoming a major economic engine. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's no longer just a technology trend. It is an economic trend at this point, which is very, very exciting. He notes business investment led economic growth in the first quarter. And that is unusual because consumer spending typically leads the economy. He says companies are pouring money into AI infrastructure, semiconductors, servers, software, and research and development. Olu said major technology companies and hyperscalers could spend approximately $750 billion on AI build out this year. Let me say that again, $750 billion. Okay, if you're thinking about going into something, think about that. My key takeaway, as I mentioned in the beginning, is AI is no longer a tech story. It is a major economic growth story. Third is inflation is heading in the wrong direction. We're all seeing that right now. Inflation has fallen significantly since its 2022 peak, he said, but the recent increases are being driven largely by the energy prices we're seeing with the conflict. Olu does not see inflation spreading broadly across the economy, thank goodness, but the risk is that prolonged energy disruption could push prices higher in additional sectors. As you all know, as the price of gas goes up, it's going to impact the price of our products and services and all the good stuff in between. For now, inflation looks more like an energy problem than an everything problem. Number 4, the labor market is improving. Olu says job growth softened in late 2025 and early 26, and it has actually started to gain some momentum. The 3-month average is near 200,000 new jobs, and unemployment is around 4.3%. Hiring is broadening beyond healthcare and into manufacturing, construction, government, and leisure and hospitality. Our takeaway here is job growth is not only improving, it is spreading across more industries. That is very positive to see. And number 5, consumers remain resilient, but he sees a lot of warning signs around that. He says consumer spending continues to support the economy, but spending is growing faster than the income is. Olu said that the trend is not sustainable indefinitely, and household debt service remains low by historical standards. So we still got some room here, but there are some indicators. The key takeaway here, consumers still have fuel in the tank, but they're beginning to burn it faster than they are replacing it with. So lots of big takeaways here. The economy is not without risks, but it is still moving. AI investment is becoming a powerful growth driver. The labor market is showing renewed momentum. Consumers are still spending, even as inflation and income growth remain key pressure points. And for entrepreneurs, that means this is not a moment to fly blind. It is a moment to watch the signals, understand the risks, and look for where investment and opportunity are still gaining speed. And thanks so much for listening to 10 Minute Tech Talks. We love bringing you these quick conversations with the people shaping technology, business, and innovation. We know you don't have an hour, but you definitely need the insights, and I appreciate you coming here. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one, everybody.